Disclaimer. I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the picture shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. The chapter begins as the elevator reaches the 24th floor. As its doors open, we see Kim Tae-hyun step out, busy checking his stats by looking at his system window. He sees that now, after the skill fusion, he possesses 3 skills, including Shadow Skin with AA rank, which enhances the body and conceals it, King's Domain with AA rank, which creates a special field strengthened by mana, and finally, King's Aura, also with AA rank, which emits an aura strengthened by mana. Looking at them, Kim thinks to himself, the skill fusion is complete. The problem is I really want to test the fuse skills soon. If I use these here, it'll cause chaos, right? Kim imagines that if he uses these skills in the city, it will destroy buildings and could harm civilians. Therefore, he must use them far from citizens, or in the abyss. Suddenly, as Kim walks, he hears someone say to him, "You've finally arrived, player Kim Tae-hyun." Kim looks in front of him in surprise and sees both Gregor Gale and Marcus Gore standing in front of his house waiting for him. "We've been waiting for quite some time," says Marcus Gore as he adjusts his glasses. Then Kim notices that Gregor Gale looks disappointed to see his appearance and says, "This kid defeated Liu Ping? Isn't the information wrong?" Seeing them, Kim realizes they are both U.S. national power level players and wonders why they are here. The scene changes to Kim and Marcus sitting on chairs around a table while Gregor stands on one side leaning against the wall. Kim starts the conversation by saying, "So, what business do you have with me?" Marcus answers, "You're quite impatient. We just came to have a conversation. But before that, allow me a moment." With that, Marcus activates his skill, and green circles appear everywhere for analysis. Kim notices Marcus's skill and wonders if it is actually Ziggurat. This skill shows Kim's name, rank, and even his stats. Kim thinks to himself, a skill of Marcus Gore. It reveals the target's stats, skills, and status window information, as well as their height, weight, and mental state. The best measurement skill in existence. Then we see Marcus lost in thought. He thinks to himself, this is the first time I've seen an AA rank. And while the stats are national power level, they seem insufficient for having defeated Liu Ping. I'll need to check the skills. As Marcus tries to look at Kim's skills, his predation gets activated, causing a notification to appear showing unable to verify skills, indicating that Marcus's skill cannot verify Kim's skills. Seeing this shocks Marcus. He does not understand how such a thing is possible. With that, Kim's predation takes over control and bypasses Ziggurat. Kim then says to Marcus, "Let's stop with the snooping now. If you're trying to gauge my abilities, that should be enough." Surprised by what just happened, Marcus wonders how Kim bypassed his Ziggurat because this had never happened before. Marcus apologizes to Kim and explains that this has become his habit while thinking to himself, Kim Tae-hyun, the first national power level player of Neo-Korea. I think I understand why Chairman Kevin Ian is concerned. Next, we see Kim ask them what they want from him and what their real business is. Hearing this, Marcus replies, "We'd like to request a share of the unclaimed Chinese dungeon rights, which were the reward for the friendly match." Upon hearing Marcus's words, Kim wonders what he means by dungeon rights. Marcus continues, "We can't disclose specific information, but our chairman has recently expressed interest in investigating that area. Since player Kim Tae-hyun defeated Liu Ping, it's clear that Zhang Long, the chairman of the Chinese Player Association, will obstruct the dungeon raid. Doesn't this align with our mutual interests? If you share the dungeon rights with us, we'll stop Zhang Long's interference and assist in the dungeon raid." After Marcus finishes speaking, he thinks to himself, while we're at it, we can establish a cooperative relationship with player Kim Tae-hyun here and now. It's a condition where neither side loses. If he accepts this proposal, the U.S. Player Association gains a new, usable force. Even if he declines, he'll know we're not hostile toward him. Upon hearing Marcus's words, Kim says, "I'll decline. Thank you for the offer, but I don't need assistance." Hearing this response from Kim makes Marcus smile as he says it's unfortunate they couldn't assist with raiding those dungeons. However, Marcus is happy because he was able to implement the second part of his mission. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Gregor enters the discussion and says, "What nonsense is this?" He grabs Kim's collar and continues, "We came all the way from the US and this is the lame answer we get?" Marcus tries to calm Gregor by loudly saying, "Gregor, what are you doing? Let go of him right now." But Gregor does not stop. He continues, "This brat doesn't need to be convinced with words. Just settle it with force." Seeing this makes Kim think, Marcus Gore seemed like he wanted to build rapport with me. So why is this guy acting like this? Ah, I see, this Gregor guy's gaze. It's the same gaze I experienced countless times as an unawakened one. This guy isn't picking a fight for any particular reason. He simply doesn't see me as his equal. Kim reflects on how it's been a while since he's been treated like this, but thinks it's different now. With that serious tone, he says to Gregor, "Fine, if you're so desperate for me to accept the proposal, let's settle this with strength now. It's a good chance for me to test my skills anyway." The scene changes to the Onsamiro Guild Arena, where Kim and Gregor stand in the middle, ready to battle while being watched by countless spectators. We then see Secretary Kim surprised about this fight, asking Kwan, "So, you're saying you'll hold that match or whatever in our guild's arena?" Kwan responds with a smile, "That's right. It'll be good publicity for the guild, don't you think?" Upon hearing Kwan's answer makes Secretary Kim mad. She exclaims at Kwan, "I can't take this anymore. Do you want to destroy our building? How is the arena supposed to withstand a fight between national power-level players?" The scene shifts back to Gregor himself, who grins at Kim with arrogance on his face and says, "An arena? Huh, that's an interesting idea. I quite like it." But Kim smiles back at him saying, "I hope you're satisfied with the result too." Hearing Kim's words causes Gregor to activate his power. A blue aura envelops him as he grins sinisterly saying, "Don't worry about that. I do enjoy a good slaughter show." As his power activates, Gregor transforms into a giant wolf, with blue eyes along with sharp claws and teeth. He attempts to attack Kim with his claws but causes massive destruction upon landing his attack as it shatters the ground beneath them. The audience watches in shock. Even Secretary Kim and Kwan do not know what is going on, as Kwan wonders what skill Gregor possesses. Suddenly, Marcus appears out of nowhere, answering Kwan's question by saying, "It's Heart of the Wolf. A skill trained to its extreme transforms the user into a werewolf, drastically enhancing their physical abilities." Then Marcus thinks to himself, "It's unfortunate we couldn't establish a friendly relationship with player Kim Tae-hyun. But perhaps this is better. I'll take this chance to see just how strong the guy who defeated Liu Ping is." We then see Gregor roar in his giant wolf form, attempting to attack Kim, but misses due to Kim's fast movements. He becomes enraged and thinks angrily, "You fool! I heard everything from Marcus. He couldn't confirm his skills with Ziggurat, but aside from his mana, his stats don't measure up to mine. Plus, I've activated the stat-boosting Heart of the Wolf. There's no way a punk like you can match me." With determination fueled by anger in his eyes, he attacks Kim at utmost speed, grabbing him with his claws and smashing him into the ground. In extreme rage, asserting that this is the end for Kim while pinning him down, strikes at him with sharp claws. However, seeing this makes Kim smile as he states, "As expected of the S10th ranked player, at this level you won't die from testing you." He activates his skill, causing Gregor's whole body to fill with shock and fear as he sees black glue-like or slimy substance oozing from Kim's body, sticking everywhere. Even Marcus is shocked seeing that, wondering what that thing could be. Finally, the black substance takes its final form, creating a black ball in the middle of the arena, as if it has created a separate domain from outside world. Thank you for watching my video so far. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Then Kim explains that now he has gained a total of 3 skills through skill fusion. Among them, the first skill is King's Domain, a fusion of World of Silence and Heart of the King, which lowers enemy stats while increasing caster's stats. The second skill is Shadow Skin, a fusion of Stone Skin and Stealth, providing physical enhancement beyond Stone Skin while allowing stealth mode on-off freely. Finally, King's Aura, a fusion of Aura of the Night King and Paralysis, As soon as Kim's first skill activates, we see Gregor in shock within his wolf form, not knowing what's happening around him, seeing that black thing covering whole area, creating domain filled with weird crowned statues with their hands clasped together in prayer-like gesture. Panic fills Gregor's eyes as he exclaims fearfully, "What is this place? Where is he?" Suddenly, out of nowhere, Gregor gets punched unexpectedly, revealing it was indeed Kim who threw him aside with massive power. Then Kim activates his shadow skin and covers his body with it and attacks towards Gregor. With this new skill, Kim attacks Gregor repeatedly. With Kim's consecutive attack at him, Gregor cannot fight back. Then we see Gregor gathers himself with full rage and anger, calls Kim a brat, and tries to catch him. But to his surprise, Kim disappears once again thanks to his shadow skin. Then as Gregor looks around to find Kim, his eyes gets widen in shock. He sees that Kim is up in the air, manifested a giant king knight that has a great sword in its hand, ready to attack. Gregor sees a giant king knight with a purple aura that covers its body. By seeing it, Gregor gets terrified. He doesn't know what he must do right now. As Kim sees Gregor's reaction to his skill, he says, "Since the skills were fused, the effects of each skill are combined and enhanced. Then the conclusion is obvious: kneel." With Kim's order, that giant king knight attacks at Gregor with maximum power. Then we see a moment of peace at the Ansei Miro Guild Arena. But as Kim gives his command at giant king knight, a huge and massive wave of purple energy releases from inside of that arena. As the dust settles, everyone in the audience, including Kwan and Secretary Kim, are shocked. Even Marcus couldn't believe what he saw now. He didn't think such a thing was possible. Then we see Kim Ta-hyun sighs, and while passing by Gregor, who is unconscious and defeated, he collapsed to the ground. And Kim says, "It was a good match, Gregor Gale. I'll see you again next time." With that, this chapter ends. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name in the comments section. And if you want to know that what happened in previous chapters, you can watch them in this channel. Stay tuned for next chapters.